Back again with experiment number 57, blending. It's in your Van Cleave. What will you need? You will need a ruler, or I used measuring tape because I used it to measure two things. Scissors or fingernail clippers. You will need pipe cleaners. You know what those look like, but this is what we're going for. These we cut them up, you know. And then we will also need string. Woo! I just lost a bunch of stuff. It's all good. Okay, and it says that you will also need stakes. If you have sticks, that'll work too. So what are we doing today? The purpose of this experiment is to observe that the color of animals protects them from predators. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna take our stakes. I actually used pipe cleaners because I had so many of them. Pan down here. And I just put them in the ground, and then I measured 20 feet to the next pipe cleaner and tied the string to it. The idea is to have a perfect square of 20 feet, and the kids are to stay inside that square. Then you are gonna take your pipe cleaners that you got from the dollar store. It says to cut your pipe cleaners 1/2 inch. I thought that was way too small because I was a little bit concerned that we wouldn't find the green ones at the end of the experiment, and I would hate for somebody to step on those. There's metal in pipe cleaners. So I did mine a little bit larger than that. I still think it'll be really hard for the kids to find the green ones, so that was the idea. We really want to make sure we pick up these things. They can rust, animals can get them, you know, choke on them. So we want to just be careful that we pick all of them up after the experiment's over. So what do? We take pipe cleaners and we cut them. Again, I cut mine bigger than 1/2 inch, and get 20 of them. I used just, if you can pan down, I used just green and yellow. And those are the colors that I used. And so what you want to do at that point is you want, within that 20 feet, you want to scatter evenly these pipe cleaners. And then you're going to have someone with your phone, which has a stopwatch on it. That's something else that you'll need, is a stopwatch or phone with a stopwatch. And give, the experiment says, the person 5 minutes to pick up or find as many of these little pipe cleaners as possible. Of course, when you're doing this, you're always going to want to use the scientific method, ask the kids questions, what their hypothesis might be. And so anyways, in 5 minutes, see how many they can pick up. I'm going to show you a couple that I have on the ground here. So obviously you can see the yellow ones pretty good. There's another yellow one. And then the green one's in there. See if you can find it. There's one in the screen right now. It's really hard to see, isn't it? It's actually right here. So, you know, the green ones are very camouflaged. Again, another reason why I cut the pipe cleaners a little bit bigger so that we didn't leave any on the ground in case someone's barefoot later. So anyways, what is the purpose of this experiment? Well, the purpose of this experiment, according to Van Cleave, which is a good experiment, is that we like to show the idea of camouflage and why, you know, it's harder to see a green snake in the grass than it is a white bunny in the grass, or a white bunny in the snow is much harder to see also. It's God's way of protecting them against predators. And so that's why, you know, walking barefoot in the grass, as much as I love walking barefoot, you just gotta watch where you're walking. You might step on a snake. But that's just God's way of protecting. I think a good way is to bring in some pictures of some amazing camouflaging creatures to your students. Again, make sure you go over that scientific method with them. I think this is a great experiment and they'll really enjoy it.